This video was created by Danny Kessler, Associate Professor and Korea's first PhD in wellness tourism. Look closely at any major transit hub. Amidst the rush of global passengers, a distinct demographic is emerging, redefining the hospitality sector's foundational economics. For decades, the travel industry has operated on a specific assumption that physical restoration requires a retreat to an isolated destination, far removed from daily friction. If a business model relies entirely on building remote jungle ashrams or isolated meditation centers, it competes for a vanishingly small fraction of the modern market. The data reveals a highly counterintuitive reality. The majority of travelers seeking physical optimization actively look for something other than the retreat model. 83% of wellness travelers prioritize a rigid, sustained routine while on the road. To this demographic, stepping onto an airplane is an active biological threat to their physical baseline. Capturing their loyalty means solving transit friction at its source before they reach a destination resort. 𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗍 is currently restructuring the future of the travel industry. We categorize the travel market into two distinct groups. The primary wellness tourist travels specifically for a health experience, like a yoga retreat, representing just 17% of the industry. The secondary wellness tourist makes up the dominant 83% majority. This group consists of high-performing individuals, executives, and frequent flyers managing demanding schedules. Their primary motivation for travel is business, yet they refuse to compromise their managed physical baselines. They view health maintenance as a non-negotiable requirement of the journey itself. For these individuals, wellness is constant luggage. They travel with wellness rather than traveling for it. Global hospitality brands lose this demographic the moment they treat travel exhaustion as an unavoidable byproduct. To serve this market, we must first analyze the environment they are attempting to recover from. Why is continuous biological maintenance so critical for these high performers? Modern air travel imposes a profound tax on the human body at a cellular level. Several biological mechanisms trigger this stress during standard transit. Prolonged exposure to processed cabin air depletes oxygen saturation. Artificially pressurized environments restrict vascular flow and promote fluid retention. Crossing multiple time zones causes severe circadian rhythm disruptions, confusing the body's internal clock. This goes beyond temporary fatigue. It is a measurable cellular emergency. We identify this travel-induced state as a cascade of systemic inflammation. The central nervous system perceives time zone shifts and atmospheric changes as severe physical stressors. This triggers an immediate elevation of cortisol levels. High cortisol levels disrupt deep sleep architecture, preventing the body from executing its repair protocols. This chemical shift further impairs metabolic functions, slowing digestion and energy recovery. Hospitality brands must provide solutions that specifically neutralize these biological markers. A standard luxury hotel bed cannot reverse the chemical reality of systemic inflammation once it has begun. Similarly, traditional basement fitness rooms often prove counterproductive, as heavy exertion can spike cortisol levels that are already too high. Solving these cellular issues require interventions that match the biological scale of the damage. This shift is rendering the traditional hospitality model obsolete for high-performing travelers. To address cellular inflammation effectively, the infrastructure of travel must evolve. The strategic evolution of the industry is the recovery lab model. This framework transforms the passive transit hub into an active biological opportunity. Urban hotels are deploying clinical-grade integrations, such as targeted light modules, precisely where the traveler experiences the most physical friction. This shift has created what we call the urban bioeconomy. High-density business districts across Asia are already seeing an exponential rise in premium urban spas. These facilities prioritize biological results over aesthetic relaxation, operating as human optimization clinics. An executive requires a specific window, often just 60 minutes, of deep cellular repair to perform at peak cognitive capacity the next morning. These environments are engineered for aggressive biological restoration, providing the exact chemical reset that a standard hotel room lacks. The financial scale of this industry lies in helping people sustain their demanding lives at the highest possible level of performance. This sustainability requires moving past superficial aesthetics toward functional design. Much of modern real estate development currently relies on well washing. Simply adding decorative plants or soft music makes a brand a decorator, not a wellness provider. To capture the secondary wellness tourist, operators must transition into the role of a true wellness designer. Success depends on being able to explicitly explain the biological mechanism behind every service offered. Every integration must prove it counteracts the specific physical friction caused by travel. In the modern wellness economy, scientific integrity serves as the primary scalable technology. Clinical-grade biological recovery has transitioned from a luxury amenity into a core competitive asset for the future of travel. This video was created by Danny Kessler, Associate Professor and Korea's first PhD in Wellness Tourism.